matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Chargers at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he lost the football. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Wow, that ball gets knocked for him, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Deep.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Willis' throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Willis. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bush. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
and a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now with a 1st down pickup of 8.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
8 more yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
52. Opposite, green. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Williams running left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Fight, 97. Steal, check, steal.
Williams will try again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis, and some room to run now. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked up, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 17-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready.
Tua, the final shot before half. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
18
On 2nd and 10, Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Chargers 3. Tyler Bass sends the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Chargers first down.
The busy night continues for Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
But just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He finds Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Tua. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Hold ready.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes it in for the Charger touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch, gain at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Willis now off play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Don't forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Javonte Williams
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They go play action with Willis. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
And quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Tua. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Back to throw, Willis. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Let's go. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Amari Barno. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the game. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
21 yards. That's another Chargers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tua now on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away. facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Tua picked by his former college teammate Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Willis. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Foster Moreau. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again to throw, Willis on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing again on second and 10, it's Willis.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Willis on first and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Willis to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game.
Make him mad.
Well, the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Willis will try and throw for this.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. One final try for Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Wilson. A beautiful spin and room to run. And it's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
So for Houston, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year.
That's the only reason I was forcing shit. Every pass I was trying to throw deep was to my wide receiver Bush because he had a breakout message. So that's how I was force feeding him the ball. I think he might have knew that, but I'm not sure. But hopefully I got him. This was have 150 yards. Too many picks, man. I can't play like this. Yeah, bet. See, I got it. Gardner Johnson be balling, man. Smoke Bowie. Look at that nigga. 3 picks. He ain't scored though, damn. Boy, Smoke Bowie, man. See though, this was the first jump here. He's to the left. Nice stop, man. He was getting loose, man. That dude, number 8 on my team, he was getting loose. I got sat right here. I was on fire, too. I had the shadow. I don't know why I threw that shit. I should have threw that shit harder, man. Yeah, he was scared of everybody on the left. Speedsters on the left. So, he left my nose wide open right there at time. Chubbs. Troy Bush, look at this route, man. Look at this release, man. It's like, she's so little that nobody jams is. Look at that shit, man. That route was nasty. This play was tight. Man, Gardner Johnson stayed home. Stayed home, and I make it for hustling. This is my rookie D tackle. Look at that boy, 6'8". Hustling, man. I said, fuck it. Here, you score, nigga. Gardner Johnson was going everywhere, man. If this dude is traded, it's over. Look at that shit. You can't guard him one-on-one. What is really touching, man? This dude ain't even traded, bro. This ain't even a superstar. He's a regular wide receiver doing that. Push right up in the red zone, too. That was a horrible game by us, man. Horrible game. Playoff picture looking like number 5. Wait, are the Chargers in the playoff? No, Chiefs. That's what's up. Faster, bro. Let's see, how old is he? 22. I put that dude in the game. is a star. He was traded. He's a star now. Okay, so you doing your thing, boy.